Hi, it's Mike with AskTractorMike.com. Well, I got a viewer letter today that's going to send me into a little bit of a rant at Kubota. But this is not just a Kubota problem. This could be any manufacturer. And stay with me till the end of the video, if you will. If you've got a solution for this viewer, they need help. They've got a problem with an obsolete part. And this is a big problem in the industry. It could be you someday, so stay with me. Let's get to the letter. Letter comes from Jamie, and Jamie says, "Hello, I've had a crankshaft crack on my Kubota L2850. Kubota has discontinued that part. I was told it's a part number 17355-23010. I've searched high and low, and I can't find a replacement. Any suggestions on what to do or where to go so I can fix my tractor? By the way, I love your videos. I'm a 62-year-old woman, and you've saved me several times." Glad to hear that. I watched your videos and fixed my tractor in a blizzard and was able to get hay out to them. Thank you, Jamie. Well, Jamie, first thing, I went to Kubota's website. And Kubota's got a great website for looking up parts on tractors. And let's just go to the computer and do that right now. So I want to verify that that part number you got is right. So we go to Kubota's website, and you can accept their terms and type in your tractor model number. And then right here is a diagram of their engine, and you can find the crankshaft, and then you can find the crankshaft part number. And sure enough, that number she gave me, 17355-23010, is the right part number. Now, I'll tell you what happens on obsolete parts. First off, let's go see if we can find this part online. So we're going to copy the part number, and we're going to paste it in our browser. Hit enter. And there's all the options for that part. Now, if we go to a dealer's website and look for the part, here it is. There's a price, and it's obsolete. Now, I want to tell you what I think goes on with these obsolete parts. And I'm not picking on Kubota here, because I used to work at a New Holland dealership, and I'd have one of the parts people come back and say, "You need to come up to the parts counter. We've got a guy up there throwing an absolute fit. You need to get him calmed down. We've got a part not available anymore for his tractor." And I'd come up to the parts counter, and we'd have a customer that was mad, and I totally get why they're mad. I would be mad too. They've got a model of a tractor, and we've got the sign out front that says we represent that brand, and the parts people had to tell them the good news. They're looking for a part, and it's no longer serviced or obsolete. Now, looking at what the cost is of this part, you can kind of piece together what probably happened. $2,000 for a crankshaft is a lot of money. I can buy a crankshaft for a small block Chevy for around $300. So this is, more than six times what that is. I'm not trying to replace a crankshaft in my top fuel dragster. I'm trying to replace a crankshaft in my tractor. And that's kind of outrageous that they would charge $2,000. I'll tell you what happened. You've had this price on these crankshafts, and all of a sudden the volume goes down. They've got their parts price up high enough. And parts pricing, I'm sure they base that on an algorithm that tells them how many times they turn it. In other words, how many of them they sell a year. And when they don't sell that many, they figure the interest in carrying that product into the price of the product. And all of a sudden you've got a crankshaft that should probably cost half that. That's double the price. And then the volume really drops. And even though there's thousands of L2850s and tractors with the same engine in them out in the field, they decide to discontinue the part. It's not a Kubota problem. It's not a New Holland problem. It could happen to any of the suppliers. Some bean counter in some corner office at the home base has decided we're not making enough money selling these products. We're going to discontinue it. Now, I wish the bean counter at the corner office somewhere at the home base had to face the angry customer that just found out that we've turned their tractor into a boat anchor. If they would face that wrath on a daily basis, they would not discontinue those parts. But they don't face them. We do. And it's a bad situation. It's bad for the dealer. It's bad for the customer. And the guy in the corner office or lady that made the decision gets off scot-free. And it really makes me angry. So, where are we with Jamie's part? Well, any salvage yard is going to have access to that Kubota website, and they're going to know what the cost of a new crankshaft is. And any salvage parts they have are going to be about half of what a new one is. So, there are people online on eBay that are selling used crankshafts. Now, of course, when you buy a used crankshaft, you don't know what it's been in or what it's been through. You can take it and have it magnafluxed at a place where they test them to see if there are any cracks in it. But if you buy it, it's kind of a crapshoot as whether you're going to get a good one or not. But that's your only option. Now, there is one option for Jamie that I found, and I think this has to do with the exchange rate. I did find a crankshaft that was significantly less in Canada. And possibly the reason it's significantly less, I haven't checked the exchange rate lately, but we traveled to Canada a couple of years ago, and the dollar was way higher than the Canadian dollar. You could get more for your money spending American dollars in Canada, and that may be why this one is less money. And it may be worthwhile to get something like that and ship it over the border versus trying to buy one from an American supplier. So if you happen to be watching this video and you've got an L2850 and you're somewhere around Michigan, which is where Jamie is, and maybe a tree fell on your cream puff 2850, and you've got an engine that's good, but the rest of the tractor's junk, and you'd like to help her out, shoot me an email at this address, and we'll put the two of you together. But Jamie, as far as getting a new crankshaft, I don't have any good options, and I don't think there are any. But if you know of some place where to get one, put it in the comments down below. Help out my viewer. Appreciate you watching my videos. Here's another couple of videos you might want to watch. Here's a link to my website and the Tractor Fund store with unique items for sale for the tractor owner that helps support my channel. And here's a place to subscribe. Thanks for watching.